Hello, great learners. You're welcome to Math Theatre TV. On this channel, we groom our grade 12 learners preparing for Waec and Jamb examination. So if you're seeing the channel for the first time, hit the like button, subscribe, and most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification when we post some of these exciting lectures. Now today, let's see what we have on the board. We have operations in basis. That's talking about the plus, the minus, the times, the divide in what? In other bases. Now the first question we have here says 3,274 in base 8 plus 5,627 in base 8. Now what we do here is this. When we add both numbers, the sum we have, we divide it by what? By the base. Now after dividing by the base, the remainder it gives to us is we place it here, while the quotient we carry to the next set of numbers we are going to add. So quickly, 4 plus 7 will give us 11. Now we divide 11 by the base number, which is 8, and that will give us 1 with a remainder of 3. Now the remainder we put down, then we carry the quotient over to the next set of numbers. So 1 plus 7 is 8, 8 plus 2, that's 10. We divide the 10 again by the base 8, and that will give us 1 with a remainder of 2. So we put down the remainder, and we'll carry the 1 over this way again. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 6 is 9. We divide the 9 by the base, that will be 1 with a remainder of 1. So we have 1 here, and that's the remainder. Then the quotient also gave us 1. So 1 plus 3 is 4, 4 plus 5, that's 9. We divide the 9 again by the base 8. We have 1 with a remainder of 1. We put down the remainder 1, and we'll carry the next 1 here. And 1 plus nothing here will give us 1. So that's the solution to that addition in base 8. Now let's see that of subtraction. We have 1 minus 2 here, which is not possible since the 2 is bigger than the 1. So what we do here is that we borrow 1 from the 5, and we're going to have 2 remaining. The 1 we borrow is changed to the same value as what? As the base number, which is 6, and we add it to the 1 that is here. And when we do that, 6 plus 1, that will give us 7. Then 7 minus 2 will give us 5. Then here, 2 minus 5 equally is not possible since the 5 is bigger. So we borrow 1 from the 5. We have 4 remaining. The 1 we borrow again is changed to the same value as the base number 6 and is connected with the sign of addition. So 6 plus 2 is 8. Then 8 minus 5, that's 3. While 4 minus 4 is 0. So that's the solution to that subtraction in base 6. Then let's see the next question here says, we have to evaluate this and leave our answer in denary numbers. Denary simply means we should leave our answer in base 10. And if you look closely, you discover that what? Both numbers are not having same base. So what we do here is that we change both of them to base 10, after which then we'll now go ahead and carry out the addition. Now how do we change our numbers to base 10? We can see here that what? The power of the first digit here is 0. The power of the next one is 1. The power of this is 2. Same thing applies here. So using the expansion method now to change that to base 10, we're going to have 2 times the base, which is 4, raised to the power 2, plus 1 times the base, 4, raised to its own power 1, plus the next one there is 3 times the base, raised to the power 0. So here will give us 4 squared is 4 times 4, that's 16. 16 times 2, here will give us 32. Then 4 raised to the power 1 is 4. 4 times 1, that's 4. Then 4 raised to the power 0 is 1. Then 1 times 3, that's 3. So here will give us 36, 39. So that will be 39 base 10. Then doing same to the other number we have there, we're going to have 4 times the base, 5, raised to the power 2, plus 3 times the base, 5, raised to the power 1, then plus 0 times the base 5, raised to the power 0. Here, 5 squared is 5 times 5, and that's 25. 25 times 4, here will give us 100. Then 5 raised to the power 1 is 5. 5 times 3, that will be 15. Then here is 5 raised to the power 0, that's 1. 1 times 0, that's 0. And when we add this, we're going to have 1, 1, 5 base 10. Now, we've changed both numbers to base 10. Then the next thing for us now is to what? Is to apply the sign of operation in between them, which is addition. So we have 1, 1, 5, and we have 39. So both of them are already in base 10. So go ahead and carry out the addition. Here, 5 plus 9 is 14. We'll write down 4 and we'll carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus 3 is 5. Then we drop the 1 there, and that's the solution to that problem. When they're in base 10, it does not follow the same format as what we did in the what we did in the first one here. So now let's see that of multiplication. We have 3,654 times 12, all in base 7. So what we do now, we'll go ahead and carry out the subtraction first before applying the addition principle. So 2 times 4, that will give us 8. 2 times 5, that's 10. We drop down 0 and carry 1 here. 2 times 6, that's 12. Plus the 1 we'll carry, that's 13. We drop down 3 and we'll take 1 to this other number. So 2 times 3, that's 6. Plus the 1 we'll carry, that's 7. Here, so 1 times 4, that will give us 4. There's no number here. 1 times 5, that's 5. 1 times 6, that's 6. 1 times 3, that's 3. Then after which now we'll go ahead and carry out our addition. But don't forget you're working in base 7. So same approach here, you're going to use here as well. So here, 8 plus nothing here will give you 8. But you don't put down the 8, you divide it by the base, just like we had there. So if we divide the 8 now by 7, we have 1 with a remainder of 1. So again, we put the remainder 1. I will carry the quotient to the next number we need to add. Now 1 plus 4 is 5. Now, for the fact that the sum here is smaller than the base number, we simply write it down. We don't divide. Now we'll go to the next. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 is bigger than the base, so we have to divide. 8 divided by 7, we have 1 again with a remainder of what? 1. Then 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 6, that will give us 14. Then we'll divide the 14 by the base number, which is 7. That will give us 2 with a remainder of 0. We put down the remainder and we'll carry the quotient to the next number. Now 2 plus 3 is 5. And the 5 is smaller than the what? Smaller than the base number. So we drop that there. So that's the product in base 7. Now let's see that of the division. But before we do that of division, if you're getting any value from today's lecture, please one more time give us a thumbs up by liking this video and also subscribe. And most importantly, turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification when we post some of these exciting lectures. Now let's see that of division. We have 1,433 base 5 divided by 311 base 5. Now, by virtue of the way the numbers are given to us now, it will not be so easy for us to go ahead and carry out the division. So what we do is that we change both of them to what? Change both of them to base 10. Then after changing them to base 10, we go ahead with the division. Then when we have our answer, we return our answer back to what? Back to the original base, which is base 5. So here again, the power here is 0, yes 1, yes 2, yes 3. The power here is 0, yes 1, the power here is what? 2. So now let's change it to base 10 first. So that'll give us 1 times the base 5 raised to the power 3. The next number is 4 times the base 5 raised to the power 2. The next is 3 times the base 5 raised to the power 1. And the other one there is also 3 times 5 to the power 0. Now 5 raised to the power 3 will give us 5 times 5 times 5. That will be 125. Then here 5 raised to the power 2 is 25 times 4. That will be 100. 5 raised to the power 1 is 5 times 3. That will be 15. 5 raised to the power 0 is 1. 1 times 3. That will be 3. So if we carry out the addition here, we have 125, we have 100, we have 15, and we have 3. So by addition, yes, 10, 13, that will be 3 carry 1. 1, 2 is 3 plus 1, that will give us 4. 1, 1 is 2. So we are having 243 base 10. 243 base 10. Now let's go ahead with what? Let's go ahead with the next number there, changing that to base 10 again. This. So that will give us 3 times the base 5 raised to the power 2. Then we have 1 times the base 5 raised to the power 1. Then we have 1 again times the base 5 raised to the power 0. Now here will give us 5, which is 25. And 25 times 3, that will produce for us 75. Here 5 times 1, 5 raised to the power 1 is 5. Then 5 times 1, that's 5. Then here 5 raised to the power 0 is what? Is 5 to the power 0 is 1. Then 1 times 1, that's 1. 5 raised to the power 0 is 1, that's correct. 5 to the power 0 is 1, then 1 times 1, that's it. So 7 plus 5, that will give us 75 plus 5, that's 80, that's 81. So we have 81 base 10. Then after doing this, the next thing for us now, since both of them are now in base 10, we can now go ahead and do the division. That will be 243 divided by what? Divided by 81. So we carry out the division here. If you divide 243, don't forget both of them are in base 10. If you divide 243 by 81, it should give you what? It's going to give us 3. It's going to give us 3. It's going to give us 3 because 3 times 81, 3 times 81 should give us 243. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 8 is 24. So the division, the quotient here is 3. And don't forget the quotient is still in what? It's still in base 10. Now, after getting our answer, after we're through the division, the next thing for us now is to change this answer back to what? Back to the original base, which is base 5. Now we use our usual method of changing base 10 to other bases. We have 3 as the number we're changing to what? Back to base 5. Now 5 into 3, it will go 0 times with a remainder of 3, since the 5 is bigger than what? Since the 5 is bigger than 3. Since the 5 is bigger than 3. 5 into 3 cannot, so it will go 0 times, the remainder becomes same 3. So therefore, the solution to that problem is what? Is 3. The solution to that problem is 3. So we first of all change to base 10. We go ahead with the division. Then we return the answer back to what? Back to the original base given to us. So that will be the size of our lectures today involving the topic operations in other bases. So one more time, if you've gotten any value from today's lecture, please one more time give us a thumbs up on this video, subscribe, and don't forget to turn the bell notification on so you get instant notification when we post some of these exciting what? Lectures. So this is Math Theater TV, and this is Mr. Innocent. And don't forget, please, your success is my delight. So until I see you in our next lecture, do have a great time. Peace.